Hi there, my name is Ian Glish, and this is my Tableau analysis of diabetes health indicators presentation, exploring visualizations to the diabetic status perspective. This project continued to use the same Kaggle source data set on diabetes health indicators that was also used in my diabetic health indicators classification machine learning model presentation. As a reminder, the dataset was derived from the CDC's 2015 Behavioral Risk Factor Surveillance System survey. The dataset was modified to have a diabetic status focus. It originally had 21 features, and I added 2 more features through feature engineering. They covered survey respondents' basic information, health, lifestyle, and socioeconomic factors, which were used in determining their diabetic status, which was the focus of my dashboard. The objective of my dashboard was to clearly show the differences between the diabetic statuses of non-diabetic and pre-diabetic or diabetic across demographic and health indicators. I wanted to feature the most informative visualizations that showcase the notable differences between the diabetic statuses per feature. I wanted to make it visually appealing and informative without it being too busy, so that a wide variety of data-driven insights could be easily made from it, whether it be a stakeholder or the target audience or anyone looking at this dashboard. Here is my Tableau dashboard. It features 7 different visualizations within it to show insights from the diabetes health indicators dataset. It is labeled with percentages to make easy sense of how each diabetic status is represented per visualization segment. It is color coordinated to show the differences without being busy, with blue representing non-diabetic and orange representing pre-diabetic or diabetic status, and with a color key chart on the top right for easy reference. It features 4 visualizations featuring a tree map, pie charts, a histogram, and stacked bar charts. The dataset unfortunately did not have any geographic or time-oriented data in it to make any chloroplaths or scatter plots. The next 7 slides will describe the insights derived from this dashboard starting from the top left. This tree map shows the percentage breakdown of diabetic status categories in the data set. It shows that there is a perfect 50-50 split of the 2 categories of non-diabetic and pre-diabetic or diabetic, and it shows that the data set is balanced. These 2 pie charts show the diabetic status breakdown per gender. The female circle is a bit larger than the male circle because there was a larger number of women surveyed than men in the data set. Females were slightly more likely of being non-diabetic, while men were slightly more likely of having a pre-diabetic or diabetic status. This histogram shows BMI distribution, with the majority of people in the 25 to 30 BMI value bin. Specifically, it shows that people with a non-diabetic status overall had a lower BMI than those with a pre-diabetic or diabetic status. From BMI range starting at 15 to 30, non-diabetics make up the highest proportions of the bins, but from the BMI range starting at 30 till the end at 55, pre-diabetic or diabetics make up the higher proportion of those remaining bins. There is a positive relationship between increased BMI value and a pre-diabetic or diabetic status. This stacked bar chart shows education level distributions between the range of no school to college graduate. As education level increases, non-diabetic status makes up an increased percentage per education level, showing that education level and most likely the increased pay and knowledge that comes with those education levels helps afford healthier food and better health knowledge than those with less education, assumingly earning less and maybe knowing some less health information. There is a positive relationship between education level and non-diabetic status. This stacked bar chart shows income range distribution. As income level range increases, the percentage per bar of non-diabetic status increases as pre-diabetic or diabetic status decreases. Those with a pre-diabetic or diabetic status made up the most income proportions up till the less than 30K bars, while those with a non-diabetic status made up the majority of less than 75K to 75K or more bars at the end. This shows a direct relationship between the likelihood that someone with a higher income level has a higher likelihood of being non-diabetic. This stacked bar chart shows the distribution of self-reported rating of respondents' general health from poor to excellent. This shows that people with a non-diabetic status self-reported a higher level of general health rating compared to pre-diabetic or diabetic status that self-reported a relatively lower level of general health rating. People with a non-diabetic status view themselves overall healthier compared to those with a pre-diabetic or diabetic status. There is a direct relationship between increased general health rating and having a non-diabetic status. This final visualization is a stacked bar chart showing age range distribution. This shows that as age range category increases, there is an increasing percentage of the category having a pre-diabetic or diabetic status. In simpler terms, this shows that as people get older, there is an increased likelihood of having a pre-diabetic or diabetic status. This shows a direct relationship with increased age and having a pre-diabetic or diabetic status. Coming back to look at the dashboard, you can see that the stacked bar charts look more condensed in their positions here, but this dashboard overall shows a clear view of the most significant indicators that have strong relationship with diabetic status. To summarize all the visualizations that made up the dashboard, favoring a non-diabetic status constitutes being a female with a smaller BMI in the range of 25 to 30, having an income of $75,000 or more, and a self-reported general health rating of good to excellent, and being in the range of age of 18 to 55. Favoring a pre-diabetic or diabetic status constitutes being a male with a larger BMI in the range of 30 to 35, having an income level of less than $50,000, a self-reported general health rating of poor to good, and being between 50 to 80 plus years of age. Thank you for attending my presentation on my Tableau dashboard. Please let me know if you have any questions on what I just presented. And the link provided below is my Tableau public dashboard where you can check it out for yourself and play around with it. Thank you.